This is set 76961, the Visitor Centre T.rex and Raptor Attack. What a mouthful of a title name. This set is from the Jurassic Park line, which celebrated the 30th anniversary this year in 2023. So LEGO made an entire wave just dedicated to the original movie. How good. The set released in June. LEGO are charging an insane $220 for the set. But by the time this video releases, which should be around Christmas-ish, then this set should have some pretty good clearance prices slashed for the holiday season. Currently, this set has multiple price tags ranging from as low as 150 NZD to 180, so why would you ever go to LEGO? 150 for this? That's not too bad actually. 693 pieces in total, 6 minifigures, all exclusives and named characters. That's actually quite surprising, and we get 2 dinosaurs included in the #1 most requested build for the entire theme ever since the line began in 2015, the Visitor Centre. It gets a lot of things right, it gets a few things wrong. Let's get into it. Now obviously when it was announced that they were going to be doing a Visitor Centre, I wanted it immediately. It's not often that I'm excited for a LEGO Jurassic Park set for the build over the dinosaurs, but the Visitor Centre has such a specific look to it that I love, and I've always wanted it to be captured in LEGO. I'm a very big theme parks enthusiast, so it was right up my alley. Now that they've done this, I would love to see the Jurassic World movie actually have its theme park represented in LEGO as well. The shaping looks really great as a mostly solid build for the front here, but it's not so depth heavy for the inside. There's still some interactive features and enough to keep me satisfied as a fan on the inside, but keep in mind this was supposed to be $220. For that $150 price tag you should be able to get it for, I think it is a little bit more acceptable. The shaping is achieved through use of these really nice column pieces at the front. They also stick out, which adds a little bit of depth to that design, complemented quite nicely with those windows where we can see Tim and Lex. There's some plant life all over on both sides to add some color, and it helps stand out against the grays used for the building. It matches the source material nicely, but a big con of the set comes with the steps. The Visitor Centre for me is recognizable as being an elevated building high above some pedestals. The longish steps to get there was a really important part to that design, and LEGO here has opted to remove that entire section. It's mostly just a flat land. It's set on a big hilltop, but the base foundation is crucial in my eyes for that design. LEGO clearly agree with me because they actually rendered it on the box art here, placing the set above some art prints of steps, and they even have the minifigures standing not on anything to do with the set but the box art instead. If LEGO went the way of including a base plate or bricks to actually raise the set up, then yeah, the price would be raised as well, but maybe that's why they skipped it in total, but it's very distracting for me. Still though, I couldn't possibly say that I disliked this because I very much enjoyed building this set and displaying it. The sticker design of the dinosaurs on the door looks really great, and the shaping matches what I personally needed to see represented. Feels just like the really big Jurassic Park gate. The top section is interesting as well. They nailed the design, but the material does not match what's in the movie. LEGO really struggled representing hair-like texture with plastic bricks. I think it needed to be a bit rigid or something. Some texture maybe ideally to help throw off the idea that it's a solid plastic roof section, but the shaping matches though, as do those colors. This leads us to the back here, and you can see just how this set is built out. Someone said that it almost resembles a half X, and they're totally right. You could probably buy another one, and because of the symmetry, it would make a full design shape-wise here, but I don't think that that would match the movie. It sort of works, but it means that these side sections here are left in a really weird shape, fairly hollow on the inside here with just 2 plain walls of interactive features. The displays are nice overall, but I wonder if I would have just preferred a really hefty build of the main atrium on the inside, because we barely get anything for the main room that this set is actually trying to replicate here. But let's take a look at the individual rooms and then we'll decide. We have a dining area here with the gang enjoying their downtime. Tables are included and some food options, 2 chairs for the kids only to sit at. There's a little bit of standing room here and a fan located up top. It's nice and appreciated. It is something that people remember fondly from the movie, so I think it's important that it's here. The lab is found directly on the other side here, and I'm a little conflicted on this. We've seen labs already in the Jurassic Park sets before. The lab isn't really a prominent point in the movie either. Arguably, given that they included Ray in the set, there's equal reasoning behind them including maybe the control room. I think I would have personally greatly preferred to have seen that area over this one. Also, given the fact that John Hammond and Dennis Nedry both appear in the line in other sets, overall if you were to get the whole wave, you would have benefited more from having that room being included here rather than this one. The lab does have a bit more on offer though compared to that dining area. We have a microscope here, a computer with some information about that egg located in the incubator, a lamp standing above an amber brick, my favorite inclusion from the line always, and here behind Ray and Dr. Wu is the incubator with a crane and some eggs inside. Also behind them is a really cool Mr. D.N.A sticker print, what I would have given for him to appear as a minifigure though. The middle section is the only part that feels a little off to me then. Nothing here seems to actually resemble the main interior that we really wanted from that movie. We've got some really cool glass stained images of dinosaurs here to separate our rooms though. There is a play feature up top on the roof where if you push hard on this peg, the signage of the inside will fall down, like how it does in the movie. It's that sheet of plastic that they use for resembling things like waterfalls, last seen I think in like the Avatar line for the creature designs. Because of the way that this feature is designed though, I think that this section that gets popped out will probably have some wear and tear showing over the years. We get a buildable dinosaur display for the inside here as well. These builds won't ever come close to the excellent Ideas one that released some years back, or the even better T.rex with the specially molded head from the Jurassic line, which might be one of the best sets of their entire theme. It's nice though because it's close to what we were wanting for the inside to offer. You're free to display this however you would like. The mouth can open and close up, the arms have some upper movements as well, the neck has a few different types of movements for the lower and upper connector points, the spine has some bends in the lower region for the legs, and the legs of course do feature the most amount of articulation out of the build, being entirely based around ball joints. It's a great design overall, very articulated with all of those parts used. It closely resembles the T.rex shown in the movie, but there is quite a size comparison difference between the actual molded dinosaur, just to show off its scale here. Rexy here has been featured in LEGO Jurassic sets before I believe, but never shown like this. I think the colors and details are brand new for her, I'm not quite sure though, don't quote me on that. She's got the claw marks from her encounter with the raptors, so it matches the scene quite well. Rexy has had color changes over the years though, so I'm not sure what to necessarily go by. LEGO have changed colors multiple times on the mainline dinosaur characters, famously Blue and the Indominus Rex both had color changes in their sets, so maybe this one does look more accurate to how she's appeared in the other sets. The T.rex can split into 8 pieces in total, a head, a jaw, a body, arms, legs as separate pieces as well, and a tail with a rubbery end. The Raptor is also the same design used in other sets. This exact Raptor appears in the Juniors set because there are 2 of them here at the end of the movie, so LEGO are hoping that you'll go out and buy that Muldoon set and you'll have both of them. At least they're both included in the wave, that's something. Again, these in-sequence Raptors have also appeared in other sets before and in different colors as well, so this might be LEGO trying to fix those past mistakes, not sure. I love the Raptor build overall despite having my fair share of them at this point. The Raptor can split into 7 parts in total, a head, a jaw, a body, the arms and legs as their own separate pieces. The tail is connected to that body piece. This is Alan Grant, who we last looked at in the Brachiosaurus set. Here he is missing his hat entirely, so he gets to just scrape on by my criticisms, and his colors are darker because they are all muddy and he's just a complete total wreck. He has the exact same facial expression from that set though, which I find really odd because Ellie here uses a completely different head expression. He's got nice details which we have seen on him before in other sets actually. He uses a hairpiece that is different to the usual hair that he was releasing in. He's still not perfect in my eyes though. I think I'm just so attached to the game because I love the look of Emmett's hair being used for him. Because they reuse the same face though, that means that there is no double-sided expression despite the fact that he now has a hairpiece to cover up the back of his head. And here's a quick comparison to his other release that came out this year. This is Ellie Sattler, first time appearing in LEGO in her in-sequence attire accurately being depicted. Like Alan, some mud is featured on the torso design, but her hair is down now in the same style that they've used for her previously. Same legs used from the Brachiosaurus set though, double-sided face for a scared look. I feel like they've used this look for her before even. She's fine. Ellie has had some better inclusions in other sets before. Now we move on to the kids. Tim and Lex, both figures that I think LEGO have just never got right. Tim and Lex have both appeared in 3 sets in total. This time round, Tim's clothes have taken a bit of a beating as they appear to be in a mud brown color, which does match the end movie quite well. That's about all I have to say that's positive about the Tim minifigure because I've disagreed with every creative decision that LEGO have made about him ever since the first release of Tim in 2018. The choice of expression is a really weird one to me. Tim had a pretty great accurate expression in that diorama set. They couldn't have used that here because the face print has mud all over it, but the eyes and the smile really bring a lot more character to him than this generic expression does. I also think if characters like Ellie are supposed to be getting a worn down treatment, why doesn't he have a better hairpiece to better match that scene? This clean cut just does not work for me. Lex has the exact same issues as the Tim figure. Like her brother, her colors here best represent the muddiness of their situation, so the clothing has different colors to their first appearances. Really nice touches, but exact same complaints. That face print is actually the exact same one as Tim's, but she has eyelashes. That is absolutely ridiculous if you ask me, and one of the more cheaper moves that I think I've ever seen from LEGO before. They've done this 3 times now. Lex also should have a different hairstyle given the situation, but I think the ponytail still works to some degree. However, when she was first made into LEGO in 2018, they gave her a brown ponytail. Now that she's in the 3rd act and all muddy, they still decided to give her the ponytail, but they changed it to a much brighter blonde. This was definitely the best time to reuse that original hairpiece though. She's also older than her baby brother, so it doesn't make sense for her to be using these little legs anymore. Ray Arnold is included for the 2nd time ever in the LEGO Jurassic Park line. He was previously only included in the Jurassic Park Gate set. The figure is different here too, in which in that set he appeared fully in uniform. Here he's representing when he started kind of stressing out on the job. More useful pieces to be used for customs here though. And now I personally own all of the Samuel L. Jackson LEGO minifigures, so that's good too. Double-sided face for that extra stressed out look that I was really wanting, but I have to complain. Once again, LEGO do not give us the sleeves when they're supposed to give us sleeve looks, and it's just criminal in my eyes. It is a very hard pair of parts to come by for customs, and I hate the fact that LEGO just didn't give them to us here. I really want sleeved looks for every single flesh tone available on LEGO minifigures, and there end up being plenty of opportunities for LEGO to make things right and to give us those inclusions, but they always choose not to. Dr. Henry Wu is a figure that has been included in quite a few sets now. He was fun for a while, he's kind of overstaying his welcome. I think this is the first time that he's appeared in one of these sets based on the first movie though, so this is his first ever appearance as a younger Dr. Henry Wu figure. His skin tone is new for that character, so while these figures won't all match up, it is a new tone that I get to play around with for customizing. I do like his face prints as well. A confident expression over the evil looks that we usually get for him is a nice change of pace. It's a very large box, I've had to place it on my windowsill here. I really like the goofy colouring, full box art that people seem to really dislike. We have a picture of Rexy here and the set as a whole. Of course, I've already commented on the box art and the set differences already. The back of the box here shows us the main features, which is helpful when you build this thing months ago and you're just remembering now to record the video. The instructions for the set include that low quality cover that we get nowadays. We get images for the set and images of the current wave that's available on shelves. If you've never bought a LEGO Jurassic World set before any of these ones, then I think everything here does have something on offer. Otherwise, it's mostly just repeats. As a frequent LEGO Jurassic Park buyer, I am overall pretty satisfied with this set, but it's a rare Jurassic World set where for me, the build is what actually elevates this higher than anything else. The dinosaurs are cool as usual, but they're also expensive, and these ones here aren't actually that special from the 15 other versions that have released prior to this one. The minifigures here range from being good and appreciated to just terrible inclusions altogether. The build has some really good weight and depth to it, but some areas are a bit unsubstantial here, so I'm left kinda conflicted, very similar to the Brachiosaurus set. Thing is though, once the set retires and they decide to never make another visitor center again, you know that this thing will just skyrocket in the aftermarket, so you might as well buy it now. If you enjoyed this review of a 2023 LEGO set, liking and subscribing does help to support this channel. Ka kite anō.